In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on April 2nd, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best bet single picks, best bet parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Portland Trail Blazers versus Minnesota Timberwolves. The Portland Trail Blazers will travel to the Target Center on Sunday to take on the Minnesota Timberwolves in a Western Conference matchup. The Trail Blazers are 13th in the West with a 32-45 record and are on a 5-game losing streak after a 138-114 home loss on Thursday against the Sacramento Kings. The Timberwolves are 9th in the West and trying to stay in the play-in race, as they are 39-39 and are on a 2-game losing streak after a 123-111 home loss on Thursday against the Los Angeles Lakers. This is the 4th and final game against one another, as the Trail Blazers have a 2-1 season series lead. The Trail Blazers are 6-14 against the spread in their last 20 road games and 2-8 against the spread in their last 10 games overall. The Timberwolves are 1-6 against the spread in their last 7 home games and 19-7 against the spread in their last 26 Sunday games. The under is 11-4 in Trail Blazers' last 15 Sunday games. The under is 6-2 in Timberwolves' last 8 overall. The Trail Blazers are 0-6 against the spread in the last 6 meetings in Minnesota and 43-20-2 against the spread in the last 65 meetings. The Trail Blazers are again without a bunch of players, including Damian Lillard, Jerami Grant, Jusuf Nurkic, and Anthony Simons, while the Timberwolves are keeping eyes on Anthony Edwards, Karl Anthony Towns, and Austin Rivers, who are all questionable. The Portland Trail Blazers are a complete mess right now, and them getting blown out on the road wouldn't be surprising. However, the Minnesota Timberwolves have half their roster on the injury list for various reasons, and that includes losing Naz Reid for 6 weeks with a broken wrist. We saw the Timberwolves run out of gas against the Lakers on Friday, as this is a team that's clearly not 100%. Lots of points, so the Portland Trail Blazers to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Each team has played under the total in 3 of the last 4 games. Portland has lost far too many points to injury to put up major offensive numbers in recent games. The Wolves, despite a defense that has struggled recently, should be able to keep the depleted Blazers near the 100-point mark in this game. Portland is just 22nd in pace of play in the NBA and has scored under 100 points in 3 of its last 5 games. This should be a one-sided affair that will stay below the total. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Dallas Mavericks versus Atlanta Hawks. It's an interconference battle between teams fighting for playoff position on the hardwood down in Atlanta. The Dallas Mavericks are on the road as they make the trip to face the Atlanta Hawks Sunday evening. Dallas was in action on the road Saturday night in South Beach as they faced the Heat. The Mavericks fell 116-108 to the 76ers on the road Wednesday night, failing to cover the line as a 6-point underdog. Atlanta was dumped 124-107 on the road by Brooklyn in their previous game Friday night, losing outright as a 1.5-point favorite. In the all-time regular season series between the teams, the Hawks own a 46-37 advantage and took the first meeting this season, prevailing 130-122 on the road back on January 18th. Looking at the betting trends, the Mavericks are 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games playing on 0 days rest, 8-23-1 against the spread in their last 32 games against a team with a losing record, and 3-8 against the spread in their last 11 games overall. The Hawks are 2-12 against the spread in their last 14 Sunday games and 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 home games against a team with a losing road record. Head-to-head, the Mavericks are 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 meetings in Atlanta, and the Mavericks are 4-14 against the spread in the last 18 meetings overall. The Mavericks will again be without Frank Ntilikina, while the Hawks are still missing De'Aaron Hunter. The Mavericks have really struggled the entire season, and they've been cold lately with just 1 win in their last 7 outings, while the Hawks have struggled to string consecutive wins together all season. You couldn't back either team with much confidence these days, but it's always fun when Young and Doncic match up. The Dallas Mavericks have been free-falling since the Kyrie trade, and I doubt things improve with them on the end of a back-to-back. The Atlanta Hawks are rested, at home where they win by an average of 2 points, and they're fighting for seeding in the play-in tournament. So the Atlanta Hawks to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The odds makers are expecting a ton of points in tonight's game. Dallas playing on a back-to-back has cleared that line only 3 times this season. In theory, we'd need both teams to go over 120 points to land this bet. That did happen in the first meeting when 252 points were scored. However, with just a handful of games left in the regular season, I think the defenses might tighten up a bit here. Despite last night's game in Miami where we saw 251 points between the Mavs and Heat, Dallas has actually gone under the total in 5 of their last 6 games on the road. Same goes for Atlanta. The under has cashed in 6 of 8 games overall and in 4 of 5 at State Farm Arena. Even head-to-head meetings have been profitable on the under with 12 of the last 18 landing. One bad shooting quarter for either team and there's no chance we clear this massive line. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Washington Wizards vs. New York Knicks. The Washington Wizards have thrown in the towel on this season, as a 5-11 straight-up record in March killed any realistic hope of seeing the Wizards involved in postseason basketball. Washington wasn't going to do much had they even gotten there though, as their 5 wins in March came against Toronto, Detroit, San Antonio, and Boston. Beating Boston may look like a nice win, but the Celtics' issues even beating bottom feeder teams lately are well known in the betting market, and the Raptors' win came all the way back in Washington's first game of March. With family vacation time looming, the Wizards could end up looking like a team that's just going through the motions in these final regular season games, and that's never the type of team you want to be backing in the final week of the season. The problem is, Washington's opponent on Sunday is a New York Knicks team that's got some going through the motions likely involved in their game plans the rest of the regular season as well. The Wizards are 0-4-1 against the spread in their last 5 road games and 4-10-1 against the spread in their last 15 games overall. The Knicks are 8-2-1 against the spread in their last 11 home games and 14-6-1 against the spread in their last 21 games overall. The under is 17-8 in Wizards' last 25 road games. The under is 4-0 in Knicks' last 4 overall. The Wizards are 13-4 against the spread in the last 17 meetings in New York. The Wizards are still missing Bradley Beal, Kyle Kuzma, and Kristaps Porzingis, while the Knicks will again be without Julius Randle and maybe even Derrick Rose, who is questionable with an illness. The New York Knicks should be big favorites at home for obvious reasons, and a blowout would surprise nobody. However, the Knicks are 1-3 against the spread as double-digit favorites, and the Wizards have been more competitive lately, and they're still in the convo for the play-in tournament. This is a lot of points, so the Washington Wizards to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. At the time of this prediction, we don't have a total number to go off of yet, but history favors the under. The under is 4-0-1 in the last 5 head-to-head games between these teams, and also 4-0-1 in the Knicks' last 5 games against losing teams, and I expect that to continue. The Wizards are without Beal and Porzingis and be challenged offensively against a Knicks team with a lot of motivation. Washington has also seen 6 of their last 7 road games against teams with a winning home record. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.